How do you write a sequel? The 2022 film Top Gun Maverick takes on the legacy of the first film, creating a continuing storyline that honors its predecessor while capturing aspirational themes of the resilient human spirit and pursuing excellence in a team dynamic. So let's jump in and explore how the film does this. One of the strongest elements of making the sequel is Tom Cruise's character, Pete Maverick Mitchell, and developing a simple, clear arc that retains his gutsy spirit, but also allows him to show the change in maturity over time. Maverick isn't the same man in this film as he was in the first one. He's older, more seasoned, and yet he also still has an edge to him while being burdened by mistakes from the past. The filmmakers craft Maverick as an empathetic hero, and they build a new, younger cast of characters around him that ultimately challenge him. In response, Maverick shows them the wisdom of his years and the heart needed to push yourself beyond your limits. And at the same time, he grows. Maverick has to stop selling himself short with the belief that he's not a good teacher and that he can't make amends for the past. In building a sequel, once we have a distinct central character with an arc, we can then track key relationships in the film. And one of the most impactful relationships is the Maverick and Rooster, surrogate father and son dynamic. Rooster's presence triggers the internal conflict inside Maverick, as Maverick feels guilt over the accidental death of Rooster's father, Goose, from the first film. The shadow of Goose's death hangs over the sequel, tying it dramatically to the events of its predecessor. We learn that Maverick prevented Rooster from advancing in his training, and this was to honor his dying mother's wishes. But Rooster doesn't know this, and he harbors resentment toward Maverick. So on a story level, the sequel builds its dramatic tension via events from the first film. There is an arc to Maverick and Rooster's relationship, which starts antagonistic, and then evolves to be supportive and admirable as mentor and mentee. The heart of the sequel rests on how their relationship evolves, and we see real dramatic payoff to their bond in the third act when Rooster saves Maverick's life behind enemy lines. And then we see the two of them work together to get back home against incredible odds. The dramatic turn in their relationship arc makes the journey satisfying because of this simple setup and payoff. The film succeeds as a sequel because the story's objectives are clear. There's a relational battle that Maverick has to work out with Rooster, and there is an external battle in Maverick having to train the pilots to succeed in a risky mission to take out an enemy target. With these clear objectives, the filmmakers can dwell more on showcasing the interactions between the cast of characters as they try to tackle the team mission. In seeing the pilots come together and overcome their differences for a greater goal, we see a resiliency in the human spirit that is inspiring. Top Gun Maverick has a simple plot, but the setups and payoffs are clearly laid out and executed with entertainment in mind. At its heart, the film captures a sensibility that is patriotic, portraying a character in Maverick who refuses to give up when the odds seem insurmountable, and he inspires a team of pilots to rise above their assumed limits and abilities. Inherent in its themes are elements of hope for redemption, hope for overcoming odds, and hope for relinquishing burdens of the past. These are universal human desires that resonate in our hearts, and Top Gun Maverick captures these ideas in a thrilling sequel. Thanks for watching this video, and please let me know if you have any suggestions for other movies and series to analyze. Please like this video and leave a comment below for any movie and series suggestions.